Hi guys, so today we're going to go through the intricate world of the human ear. It's going to be Carolina,
Lacey,
and Nadia. We're going to be uncovering how we perceive sound and maintain balance.
we're going to do this by going through the detailed anatomy of the ear and understanding all its functions and processes in hearing.
Let's dive in!
The human ear is a marvel of biological engineering, divided into three main sections: the external ear, the middle ear, and the inner ear. Each part plays a crucial role in our ability to hear and maintain balance. So today we're going to start with the external ear. So here's a little diagram, and one of the main parts of the external ear is the pinna. This is a visible part of the ear designed to capture sound waves from the environment and funnel them into the ear canal. Its unique shape helps in determining the direction of the sounds. And then we have the auditory canal. So this is a slightly curved tube that directs sound waves towards the tympanic membrane. It also has protective features such as earwax, protection to trap dust and foreign particles.
The middle ear is consisted of the tympanic membrane, which is the eardrum. The eardrum is a thin, cone-shaped membrane that vibrates in response to incoming sound waves, converting them into mechanical movements. The ossicles are the three tiny bones that form a chain to transmit and amplify vibrations. The three ossicles are the malleus, which is connected to the eardrum, the incus, which is the bridge between the malleus and stapes, and the stapes, which is the smallest bone in the human body, and it interfaces with the oval window of the inner ear. The Eustachian tube is a canal that connects the middle ear to the nasopharynx, helping to equalize air pressure on both sides of the eardrum, which is essential for proper vibration and hearing. This is the closer view of the ossicles, which are the middle ear bones. You have the malleus, the incus, and the stapes. And this is the oval window, and
And now moving on into the inner ear. First we have, First we have the cochlea, First we have the cochlea, and that is a spiral-shaped fluid-filled structure responsible for converting mechanical vibrations into neural signals. And inside it houses an organ of Corti, and then we have the vestibular system, compressing the semicircular canals and otolithic organs. The system detects head movements and positions, playing a key role in balance. And lastly, we have the hair cells. So they're responsible for sensory receptors located within the cochlea and vestibular system. They have hair-like projections that move in response to fluid motion, initiating the process of mechanical transduction. And then, is that it?
yeah.
Okay, and now we're going to be talking about the hearing process. So there are 6 parts of understanding how we hear. So first we have sound wave capture. So the pinna collects sound waves and directs them through the auditory canal towards the tympanic membrane, which is also known as the eardrum. And then for vibration transmissions, sound waves cause the tympanic membrane to vibrate. These vibrations are passed through the ossicles, which are the 3 little bones, amplifying the sound as it moves through the malleus, incus, and the stapes.
So the oval window activation is the stapes pressing against the oval window and transmitting the mechanical vibrations into the fluid-filled cochlea. The basilar membrane movement are vibrations creating waves on the cochlear fluid, causing specific regions of the basilar membrane to oscillate. The location of maximum vibration corresponds to the frequency of the sound. High frequencies peak near the base, while low frequencies peak near the apex.
So now we're going to be talking about the hair cell stimulation. So movement from the basilar membrane causes the hair cells, stereocilia, to bend against the overlying tectical membrane. The bending opens ion channels, leading to an influx of ions generating electrical signals. And then signal transmissions to the brain. The electrical signals are conveyed via the cochlear nerve to the auditory cortex of the brain, where they are interpreted as distinct sounds. It's important to note that prolonged exposure to long noises can damage hair cells, leading to hearing loss. Unlike some other cells in the body, hair cells do not regenerate, making it crucial to protect our hearing.
Beyond hearing, our inner ear contains the vestibular system, which is essential for maintaining balance and spatial orientation. This system comprises of semicircle canals, which are three-loop structures positioned at right angles to help other corresponding to the three planes of head movement. That's all.
The horizontal canal detects rotational movements around a vertical axis, for example, turning the head left or right.
So we're gonna go left, go right. Okay.
And the anterior canal is sensitive to movements such as nodding the head.
Posterior, okay. And then we have the posterior canal. It detects movements like tilting the head towards the shoulders. And then each canal is filled with endolymph and has an enlarged region called the ampulla. And ampulla, which contains the criteria. I can't say any of this. Can someone else read this?
Yeah. Each canal is filled with endolymph and has an enlarged region called the ampulla, which contains the crista ampullaris, a sensory organ with hair cells embedded in a gelatinous structure called the cupula. When the head rotates, the inertia of the endolymph causes it to lag behind, deflating the cup. Okay. Tell me when you're ready. Okay.
Somebody's watching me. It's my anxiety.
Carolina, what are you doing? I can hear your music.
What do you mean?
It's so bad for you to have your music that loud.
Why is it bad for me?
Let me explain it to you. So I know we all love blasting our favorite music, whether it's Anxiety by Doechii or Little Bad Bunny, but blasting that music is super bad for you. So what happens when you listen to super loud sounds? First, vibrations hit the cochlea hard. As we talked about earlier, the cochlea is a spiral-shaped, fluid-filled structure in your inner ear. Inside your ear, you have tiny hair cells called stereocilia that move in response to sound vibrations and convert them into nerve signals. Loud sounds cause excessive vibrations in your hair cells. This can cause the hair cells to get damaged or die, and prolonged loud exposure may damage the auditory nerve that sends signals to your brain. This can lead to some hidden hearing loss, where listening to things in normal may seem quite ugh. This leads to hidden hearing loss, where hearing seems normal in quiet settings, but you'll start to notice it in noisy environments. I feel like that's fine.
So my grandparents just came in town and I keep talking to them and they can't hear me. I keep saying stuff and I have to repeat my names 10 times. But I keep wondering, why does this happen? That's not gonna happen to me. But it is, and let me tell you why. So to start off, the cochlea is a fluid we said what it is, right?
Yeah.
So in the cochlea there's tiny hair cells arranged to detect different sound frequencies. High frequency cells are near the base of the cochlea and they're usually first to get damaged with age. Over time, these hair cells die off due to natural aging, noise exposure, reduced blood supply, cellular damage from oxidative stress.
Yes.
And once they're gone, as I've said before, they do not regenerate, leading to permanent hearing loss.
Like blast anxiety and like please protect your.
Right. So this is why we should not keep blasting music like anxiety into our ears. We should try to reduce the noise that we have in our environment as minimum as possible, because once we get to an age that we lose those hair cells, we're not going to regenerate them. Thank you guys so much for watching.
We hope you enjoyed learning about the ear and all its functions.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
See you next time.